So I'm out here again today. We've got to get this big behemoth on the log truck. Obviously, the loader ain't gonna load it. So we're doing some primitive loading using cross-haul chains. And if y'all will remember, one of the upgrades I made to my log truck was putting these little ears on here and the bed chains. I kind of derived that idea from my horse logging buddy Jeff Fergie off of his log wagon. He's kind of showed me a better method of doing cross-haul logging. And on this deal here with these big logs, the side loader won't load them. We don't have a loader here on the deck to load with. The mules is at the house. We drug these out yesterday. So what we're gonna do, I've got my oldest daughter with me here today, Savannah. This will be her YouTube debut on our channel. You all love her, by the way. And she's gonna run the pickup. We've got the Ford hooked to the cross haul chain. And the reason why is this is a big log. It's heavy. This is pin oak, a little over 500 feet, almost 600 feet. And you know, we're looking at probably somewhere around a 600-foot pin oak log. You're looking at probably 9,000 pounds. So I mean, it's heavy. And I wanted to use the pickup just because my mules hadn't done this a lot. It's heavy and we want to go slow. This is an 8-foot log that we've got cut, and if this makes any sense, I want to show y'all here, going up on the bed here, we don't have a whole lot of room for error, because you know, you got a bunk that's 6.5, 7 foot, and then you got an 8-foot log here, so you ain't got much room for error. This log also has a lot of swell in the butt, so we're gonna have to hook it, ease up on it a little, let her tighten up on it and see how it rolls to make sure we're going up straight. And then once I've got it set, then she can go in and load it and everything will be fine. And then we've got 3 more here to load, and that'll make a load for us. 4 logs is a load, y'all believe that? Anyway, so the first thing we got to do, we've got our bed chains laid out down here. That's gonna make the V that's gonna come under the log. We've got them laid out and pushed. Let me show y'all here. We've got it stuck under the log there as far as we can push it. There's our cross haul chain, and it's hooked on to my swamp hook. And Savannah's gonna drive the truck for us here in a minute, and what that's gonna do, we're gonna roll the log over onto the bed chain. And then once we get it rolled on the bed chain, I'll hook the cross haul chain up, let her tighten up, see how it rolls. May have to adjust it a little bit. And then once we get it to where the log is going up even, then she'll go on ahead and back up and load the log. By the way, here she is, y'all. She's about the prettiest thing in the world. Take a good look at her. Not only can she win beauty contests, but she can also drive a 1-ton truck too. Anyway, we're gonna get busy, so y'all stay tuned. Now, y'all, the first thing we got to do here is pull the slack under the log and kind of get it lined up. Because, you know, that log being so big and heavy, there's no way I could have pulled the slack through. So the first thing we done is we got the slack pulled out. All right, now here I am adjusting for the taper. Anytime you've got a log with taper, you've got to move your crosshaul chain, which is the one going to the pickup. You've got to move it over from center towards the taper to keep the big end going up even with the little end, if that makes any sense. Now, y'all, things don't always go as planned. Our first little problem is going to be right here. See that front skid pole coming up? It's going to allow that swell to go on the truck while that back one, see how it's holding it there? And now it's going to drop down in between the standards, which is not good. That big swell was hard to handle. But Granddaddy always said it wasn't a good mechanic that didn't mess up. He said it's a good mechanic that can fix his mess ups. So here we are again on the opposite side using a swamp hook to ease it back around.
Hold that. Little bit. All right, hold that.
Now here I went to get me a piece of wood to stick under that swell because I was going to take the swamp hook loose and I didn't want that swell to roll toward the driver's side of the truck anymore. So I scotched it with this little piece of wood, and then I'm going to let her come off of it and get the swamp hook off, and we're going to tweak it around a little bit. So now I'm hooking the swamp hook on the front, down kind of low, and the idea here is to scoot it versus rolling it. I just kind of want to scoot it around up against the side standard, if that makes any sense.
Up.
Now we're about as far as we can go this way, so we're going to move the truck back around to the other side and bump the back end of the log around. Now, y'all, on these big logs, they're particularly hard to handle, especially right now since we don't have a loader. But this is a way of getting them on the truck and getting it done. Fortunately for us, the side loader did load a couple of the other logs, and we was able to get 4 on the truck total. I'll show you a picture at the end of what it looked like loaded. But anyway, I just kind of want to share with y'all, a couple of you that asked me about how we got it on the truck.
Okay, y'all, so now y'all seen what we had to deal with, and this is the reason I was talking about using the pickup. Because see, I mean, you don't have very much log touching the front bolster or the rear, and when that thing rolled up on there, it rolled up on there just right to where that wedge that I cut out for the face cut went right down in between the bolsters. So I mean, it was a little more aggravating. We had to take swamp hook and move the truck around and pull it back over, but we got it. It's on there like we want it, so that's all that matters. The side loader, I think, is going to load the rest of them. We've got this one here that Sis is sitting on. We've got another one up there, and all these logs are running 350 feet, except for that one, and that one there is right around 500, maybe 550. I hadn't scaled it real close, but
500, 550 would be a pretty close number. But anyway, we just wanted to share that with you, let you see how we do it. And I wanted y'all to see her, because she don't get to be on our YouTube channel very much, but I'm proud of her and I thank her for helping me today. And y'all, she's the one that does a lot of our videos. So if it wasn't for her, me nor y'all would benefit from it. So she's the one you need to thank. And all you guys out there that's got any ideas about asking me for her for a date, that ain't gonna happen. So don't even ask. Anyway, y'all have a good time. Have a good weekend. We'll see you.